Hello, all you beautiful people out there, and welcome. And I am sorry about that. Um, so today I'm going to be talking about lying for Jesus. Yeah, you heard that right. Lying for Jesus. I guess it's okay to lie as long as you're lying for Jesus. Um, anyway, um, it's I was lied to my whole life, basically. Um, Taught that um, evolution wasn't real. Um, I was actually taught that Satan had put dinosaur bones on this earth just to confuse true Christians. Um, that's one of the weirder ones. Yes, yes. Some people were taught that, me included. So anyway, so what other um uh young Earth? Yeah, young Earth. Um, Not quite sure why they picked that hill to die on because the Bible never says if it's uh how old Earth is. So, and just because Bishop Usher, who by the way was Catholic, um sometime back in the 1600s, I believe, said that the earth was about 6,000 years old. Uh, that now the Protestants are the ones, and not all Protestants, but a lot of Protestants are the ones that say, yeah, the earth is only 6,000 years old. There are a few young earth creationists out there that'll say less than 10,000. So there are a few that'll go up to 10,000 years old. Um, but yeah. Um, but basically, you've got people who say they take the Bible literally, which obviously they don't. I mean, come on, let's face it. That's an obvious lie. Um, and I don't necessarily think I don't think the sheeple necessarily know that when the sheeple, say they take the Bible literally, I'm not quite sure they know they're lying. They're just falling in line with what their leaders say. Uh, but the leaders definitely know. Um, because, you know, there's just, there's no way to be a biblical literalist. I mean, there's just not, because of the contradictions in the Bible, you know. Um, Case in point, um, did Jesus, in his triumphal entry, did Jesus enter Jerusalem on one donkey or two donkeys. Uh, According to one gospel, it was one donkey. According to another gospel, it was two donkeys. Yeah. So very much a contradiction. And then there are others, um, like the centurion who came to Jesus to heal his daughter because she was, um, yeah, um, scratch that. Uh, you got one gospel saying that the centurion came because his daughter was dead and wanted Jesus to raise him from the dead. And then another gospel is saying the centurion was with Jesus and one of his servants came up to him while he was with Jesus and said, "Look, don't bother him anymore. Your daughter's dead." So, yeah, literally cannot be a biblical literalist. Okay? Cannot be. Um, but other than that, um, yeah, the Bible never says how old the earth is. Um, for all we know, the Hebrews thought the earth was forever. Like people back before geology became a thing, you know. Um, and yeah, God did, Genesis does say that God created the earth, but it says he created the heavens and the earth. It doesn't say he created the cosmos. So, you know, even if you are a even if you think you are a biblical literalist, the Bible never says where the cosmos came from, okay? So there's another problem, you know. And this is stuff you don't really think about until you're out of it, okay? And evolution happens. It's a fact of life, people. Evolution happens. Sorry, you know, for you creationists out there, I know you don't like that, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's not a fact of life, okay? There's plenty of things I don't like that are a fact of life, but they are facts nonetheless. All right? All right. Um, Now, um, I just did not like being lied to my whole life. I don't think anybody likes being lied to. Unless you know you're being lied to and you decide that you're going to let it go anyway because you like being lied to, because it's a comfortable lie and you want to believe it. So you're going to believe the lie even though you know it's a lie. Um, Really weird stuff. Yeah, psychological makeup is pretty weird sometimes. But at any rate, so anyway, so they lie for Jesus. The pastors do, the leaders do. You know, um, I don't think necessarily that the sheep will realize they are lying when they spout all this nonsense. Uh, but they are, and you know, can't help that. You know, now that you know that you're lying when you spout all this nonsense, maybe you can stop spouting all the nonsense, you know, and quit um, keeping people in ignorance, because that's the only way you can push your God onto people nowadays, is to keep them ignorant. And hey, you know what? The Catholic Church knew that. The Catholic Church knew that keeping people ignorant was the only way to keep control over people. Why do you think they kept people ignorant so long? Okay. And hey, I don't have any more against the Catholic Church than any other church. I think they're all equally bad. Okay. So I I don't have any more grudge against the Catholic Church than I do against the Baptist Church. Okay. Just a fact of life, people. And a fact is a fact. Whether or not you want to realize that fact or not. Um, but I'm telling you that what if you are a young earth creationist, okay? Um, what you have been told about evolution is, or the theory of evolution, I should say, because let's get that straight. Um, it's wrong, okay? The theory of evolution does not say that a dog came from a rock. That is ludicrous. And it is a straw man. Learn what the theory says for yourself. I can tell you what the theory says, okay? That's no big deal. I can tell you what the theory says. The problem is, um, you're not going to believe me. So the best way to get you to believe, because you believe that evolution happens, okay? You would have to be like brain dead not to believe that evolution happens. Uh, Even idiots like Kent Hovind believe evolution happens. Um, so that's not the problem. All right. The problem is that you do not understand what it says. And that's fine. I have a saying I like to say. Ignorance can be fixed. Stupidity can't. Because, you know, stupidity is a choice. Once you learn about things and you choose to reject it, you know it's true, but you choose to reject it. That is called stupidity. Before that point, you are just ignorant, and ignorance can be fixed. Ignorance can be fixed. Hey, Nevermore, I'm so sorry. Um, not much, not much. I'm just getting to go off. Uh, uh yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier. I just lost track of time. Hey, I could make an excuse, but the truth is what the truth is. And the truth is I lost track of time. And you know, and I'm not gonna lie to make myself look good. I'm just not. That's not who I am. So anyway, so my point is for you Christians out there, even in even when you're talking about theology, and I don't really give a shit if you're going to not believe in God anymore, okay? I really don't. I really don't. Um, what I care about is that you look at the facts, you look at the evidence, and you come away an educated person. And you say, I believe this because this is what I believe, not because my mom told me, or my dad told me, or my pastor told me, or my priest told me. I believe it because I believe it. That's what I care about. Now, do I think Christianity is stupid? Yes. Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. Yes, I think Christianity is stupid. But that doesn't matter to me when it comes to you believing this stuff. Okay? Um, make sure you believe it because you believe it, not because somebody else told you to believe it. And I'm gonna get off. Again, so sorry about not being here earlier. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.